So we've talked about some of the shit that we've done in the past that has not worked out for us. I'm hoping this does, and a strong venture needs a strong name.
Jesus fucking Christ.
So I want to talk with you about some ideas that I had for names for this podcast.
Okay, that's great, because I came up with one and it's not good.
Ooh, can I hear what yours one is first?
So my brother thinks that there needs to be a derogatory word that people can say about white people, and he thinks it should be fella. So he's always like, oh, look at that fella.
Yeah.
So I thought this would be it'd be fun to call it my fella, but then I realized it sounds like we're lovers.
It does indeed sound like we're lovers, which, like, not far off from the truth, but also not a message that needs to go out to the world, because that's our secret love.
Justin, when we lived that final year in college, I kissed one person in our apartment, and that person was not you.
Yeah, it was not me. We don't need to talk about that.
That person was a full foot shorter than you with a ginger beard.
It sure was. Okay, but that story's for us.
That's a secret story.
So I came up with a list of 8 names.
Christ.
And I'm excited to hear your reaction on all of them. So the first one I came up with was, like, I thought it was pretty good, but, like, in all honesty, this was the one that I was going to go with before I came up with, like, the one that I sincerely think would be a good name.
Oh my.
But this, it for me right now, like, it sounds too much like a fucking NPR podcast. Like, I'm just not about it anymore. But this was the first one that I came up with, and it was Idle Chatter.
Oh my fucking god!
Which just sounds like the most pretentious podcast. So I decided to
I'm Ira
kill
Glass,
it.
And this is Idle Chatter.
Pretty much.
Do you ever find yourself sitting in a coffee house? It's a Tuesday afternoon, the wind blowing in on a nice fall day. Hi, you say, and then I don't listen to enough Ira Glass podcasts.
I just wanted to see how long you could go doing an Ira Glass impression. Really hitting our core audience right in the gut there with the funnies.
I've been listening to podcasts for, I'm going to say, honest to God, at this point, half of my life. And I have listened to maybe 2 projects in which Ira Glass spoke. I feel like I'm doing this incorrectly.
Okay, so actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to save the one that I think should actually be the name of the podcast for last. Even though it's technically the next one on the list, I'm going to save it for last.
Oh, dude, slide that down the list. Just do a little highlight, do a little copy, and then delete. And then you're like, oh shit, where'd it go? But you're pasting at the bottom. I'm not
gonna do any of that. This is way easier just to, like, remember to say it last.
Remember? I don't understand. Remember. What's this word mean? I haven't really experienced this word.
Yeah, both of us have garbage memories. I'm like, sorry, who are you? Okay,
let's just get through all these ones that I guess are on the cutting room floor.
Yeah. So the next one is actually one that I was like, hold on. I don't hate it. It's Powwow with the Boys.
Powwow with the fucking
boys. I don't hate it, but I think we can do better.
I think we can do better, but I do like the idea. We should put Powwow in the pocket.
Yeah, Powwow with the Boys in the pocket. And the next one I thought was really funny, calling it the Soy Boy Variety Hour.
The Soy Boy. But that makes it sound like we both live in San Francisco and talk about democratic politics.
No, do you know what soy boy means?
I assumed it was what I just described.
It basically means like the people that use like alpha and beta in seriousness would refer to us. They would refer to us as like beta males or soy boys. So I thought it would be really, really funny to kind of own that and just call this the Soy Boy Variety Hour, so that anyone that so no one can insult us by calling us soy boys.
I want to be insulted by calling me a soy boy. I think that's why we
own it.
That would get me motivated to consume less dairy, because I need to.
So here's an absolute garbage name that I thought was very funny at like 3 a.m.
Please.
Just calling it That Great Podcast, so that when people when people talk about it, they're like, hey, have you heard about That Great Podcast? That Great Podcast?
I can see you like quietly chuckling to yourself at 3 a.m.
Exactly. That's exactly what was happening. How about this one? Oops, all nonsense. That's for the short amount of time when Captain Crunch was going to be hosting this podcast.
It's a fair descriptor.
I
spent 5 minutes talking about how I have teeth in my armpit.
That is what happened. I hate it. Here's a personal favorite of mine. Shut Up Jason with Justin Bellman.
Fucking God. Okay, your number one's gonna have to be pretty fucking good to usurp that one.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the runner up now. You ready?
Bring it.
Before Midnight, a Gremlins 2 podcast.
Okay.
Do you get it? Because we don't talk about Gremlins 2.
Have you seen Gremlins 2?
No, not one. Oh, actually, God, yes, I just had a flashback.
Did?
I have seen it once. It has John Glover in it, and the only reason I remember that is because at the time I was watching Smallville, so I must have been like 13 or something, and I remember seeing him in Gremlins 2, and I was like, oh, Lionel Luthor's in other shit? Okay, so here we go. Here's the coup de grace. I think it is the simplest, and there is a little bit of a funny tangent I can go on after this as well. But I was thinking simply Boycast.
Oh, Boycast is very good.
Right? I really like it.
Boycast is very good because this thing here, this microphone chatter situation, this idle chatter we're engaging in was nearly to include another and to be called Boy Couch.
Mm-hmm.
So this is good.
Boycast.
Boy chat. Boycast. Boycast.
I said boy chat.
Yeah, boy chat. I'm really stuck on this idle chatter thing. Do you think NPR would pick us up if we called it idle chatter?
Oh, absolutely. I'd be surprised if we didn't have a contract by the end of the first episode.